Hello everyone. This Champions League match day didn't just produce surprises. It exposed uncomfortable truths about European football. Big clubs dropped points, smaller teams punched above their weight, and one league in particular was left asking difficult questions. La Liga is no longer feared the way it once was. Why this matters? For more than a decade, Spanish football controlled Europe. Finals were predictable, knockout rounds felt inevitable. Spanish teams didn't just compete, they dictated. But this season, the result don't feel unlucky. They feel structural. And this match day made that impossible to ignore. La Liga beyond Big Two. Let's start with Villarreal losing to Ajax. On his own, that result isn't embarrassing. Ajax has and are a historical European club. But Villarreal are supposed to represent the strength of La Liga's middle tier, the team that once made Spain overwhelming in Europe. That strength has faded. Outside of Real Madrid and Barcelona, Spanish clubs rarely go deep anymore. Quarterfinals are rare, semi-finals are exceptional, winning the Champions League almost unthinkable. Take Real Madrid. Take Atletico Madrid for example. Once Europe's most uncomfortable opponent, a team nobody wanted to face. This week they drew with Galatasaray, another game where Atletico struggled to control proceedings. This isn't a bad night, it's a pattern. Even Athletic Club needed everything to get past Atlanta. And even if Athletic qualify, let's be honest, no one truly believes they can eliminate the elite of Premier League clubs, Bayern, or even PSG. That belief used to exist, but now it doesn't. To be fair, this instability isn't limited to just this match day. Paris Saint Germain lost to Sporting CP, a shocking result on paper, but honestly, that felt like Sporting taking their moments than PSG. Not every In this regard, Manchester City team is altogether different. Pep Guardiola's team has looked fragile for weeks, even before Manchester Derby, and refunding supporters' ticket after the loss. That wasn't humility, that was arrogance disguised as empathy. If you truly respect fans, you don't refund the tickets, you win football matches. Arsenal, while the others were struggling, sent a clear message. A 3-1 win over Inter Milan, the last year's runners, controlled, composed, and convincing win. A young squad, clear identity, and no panic. Right now, Arsenal are the most consistent team in the Europe. If they reach knockouts, everyone should watch carefully. Then there is Real Madrid, a ruthless 6-1 demolition of AS Monaco. This Madrid, this is the Madrid doing what Madrid always does, peaking when others hesitate. If it's no coincidence that last truly dominant era came under Zinedine Zidane, promoted internally from Real Madrid B Academy for coaching. So Real Madrid obviously have seems to have struck gold with Arbiola. Now let's talk about Barcelona because this was actually good match day for them. Barcelona beat Slavia Prague. By doing so, they climbed to ninth in the table and saw several results go their way. On the surface, that looks like a revival. But here's the distinction. Barcelona didn't rise because they dominated Europe. They rose because Europe collapsed around them. Other contenders dropped points, the table compressed, chaos worked in their favor. This is where the new Champions League format becomes dangerous. With 8 teams tied on 13 points, one can disguise deeper problems. Barcelona are improving, yes, but improving is not dominance. They still struggle with confidence. They used to set the tempo of Europe. Now they are navigating uncertainty. So when people say Barcelona are back, the real question is back to what? The new Champions League reality is the format is thrilling and unforgiving. Teams are tied, one match day left, no guarantees. Right now, only Bayern Munich and Arsenal look secure with the top 8 finish. Everyone else, including Barcelona, is surviving week to week. La Liga's collapse is not overnight. Power in football never disappears suddenly, it erodes. Real Madrid will still know how to win the chaos, but Barcelona are learning to survive it. But beyond those two clubs, Spanish football no longer shapes Europe, it reacts to it, and that's how